Hello everyone. We are back to the channel. Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to the chaos that is this side of the void. I am the Darkened King, and we are continuing our pace within Stardew Valley. We have gotten ourselves into fall. We've gotten quite a bit of stuff done. A few bundles are soon to be finished. We've gotten some progress, gotten some more ways to get passive income going, and hopefully, either by the end of today or the start of next, we will have the vault taken care of, so we can start going into the skull cavern, get some more resources, some higher level gems, all that fun stuff, and hopefully continue getting ourselves more ways to make more money, because we may have hit 100k or close to it relatively earlier. We still have a billion, so that is still the end game plan, but we might be at that for a while. So let's not squander this. Let's see where today goes, shall we? No point in waiting about, is it? Give me just a moment. There we go. I'm surprised I've had this game for so long and I've only now just gotten the achievement to get the first place ribbon in Stardew Valley. I think it's because I've always gotten second place, so... I mean, you still get quite a bit of points even if you're in second place. But I wondered what happened where it's just now giving that option to me. Alright, let's do that. Yes, so we're all set. Yeah, 25k. I think I'm going to go ahead and burn that now and get that vault upgrade taken care of. If anything, just to get that out of the way. So... gotta do my morning routine, say hi to all the animals. Oh, there's the other chicken. Is the one cow still inside, or are they out roaming now? No, they're still here. Good morning. I should probably milk them. Get some cheese going. We did get we gotta get the animal milks taken care of. Now that we have the large milk, so at this point we need goats and sheep. And then we need ducks and rabbits. But we will get those in due time. Grab some large eggs. I'm not eating that. I'm picking it up. That's what I'm doing. Thank you. Alright. The mayo machine will continue to do its work. We should still keep watering this stuff. Yeah, we got a few more fruit trees last time, unless those have been sitting there since 2 streams ago. It's all become a blur now of what we've done, what we haven't done, and what is still to be done, so to speak. Oh, I was going to put together a keg, now that we got ourselves some oak resin. I think we have enough to do that. Why do I... oh, right. It's for the animal bundle and artesian bundle. Copper bar. Gots to fill up this. Where did our cat friend go? Are they still inside somewhere? No, they're probably out roaming around. Okay. Corn. How much does the iron bar in wood? Not hardwood. Nice. I'll need that. Need lightning out for later, but I think I can work with that as it is. Did I put some in here already? No. Okay. Alright, now that we have this, let's see if we can't speed this chest up a little bit more. Now that we have another way to get beverages and whatnot. Because the pickled items are great, but they're only going so many at a time. If we can start getting juice and wine out of those, that'd be even better. Start getting more things to sell. Because again, we're going to be making a lot more of our bank, specifically from the artesian goods. And eventually when we get ourselves the cellar... We get a whole backlog of fresh juice and such. Or at least all the beverages we can make. We start fermenting them and getting them. Well, they become that because of the fermentation. We can start aging them with our casks. Get those to become a lot more potent. Do not eat the tree. I know it looks tasty. It's not the case to do that. It's not the environment. Alright, because I think what I want to do is, if we can get ourselves... We'll probably have to wait at least until tomorrow. So I think today we'll just take care of getting the 25,000 chunk taken care of the bundle. And then we'll work on getting the other stuff taken care of later on. So for now, I think the main plan is we want to get that. We want to get our, because we also have to go out and get the sandfish. So we also need a crystallarium at some point. I think we get that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we get the crystallarium from the final bundle drop. So if anything, we can start getting that going. Start building up an inquiry of emeralds for later. Inquiry, yeah. Don't eat the plum. Where did I even put those anyways? In this one? Yes, okay. Alright. We can get the sandfish, we can possibly get the pufferfish out of the desert as well. We can get the cactus fruit, but I'm pretty sure we have all the foraging stuff done except for the winter. Yeah, all the winter foraging is done, so we can get the quarry. We need the artesian bundle, which we can get from jelly. We can get 2 more things of fruit. Cheese. A lot of this we can get just from having animals. Truffle oil, cloth from the wool, 2 different types of cheese, the jelly, and then the fruits. So, depending on what we drop, we can get those taken care of. But we will need to get ducks, goats, and sheep. So we need to start investing a lot of our resources to get those upgrades done. Probably during the winter time, given that most of our income is probably going to be specific from gemstones and mining. Because I don't think we're going to get a ton of stuff done with... with crops. Crystallarium. There we go. Alright, bundle 2 is done. I just popped in for a bit. No worries, Pink. If you got a dash out in a little while, no big deal. You can watch the VOD later. Alright. We have the crystallarium. You know what that means. We need to make another chest. Listen, when we have the means to make chests for everything, we're gonna make chests for everything. Because the more split income, I'm gonna keep saying income streams, because that's just the case here. If we're gonna get that billion currency, we need all the energy we can get. And if it means having 6 different ways to get coins. I mean, plus we also set up the auto feeder with the crab pots and the warm bins. Excuse me, Elliot. Need to talk to a certain Penny. I should get another cutscene with her soon. We are almost at 8 hearts. But we do need to get some point because we need to get the next level, get the kitchen, we need to get the nursery, and then we get the cellar. So there's still... We still have 3 different stages of the house to build. I mean, we also could spend a ton of time during the winter getting that taken care of as well. So if anything, we're just going to get more time. And I don't expect us... Like I said, I also don't expect us to get through all of this in one season. And I also mentioned this in the previous stream as well. I may take a breather between years that we play. If anything, it's just the instance of like when the year is done, we take a breather, give it some time, come back to it, maybe a few months later, and we come back. Because we're already at a good 135k, and we've been at this for 8 days. Put a jade in it, you can trade into this. Oh, noted. Put a jade. I don't think I've got. Do I have any jade? For stairs on Sunday. Good way to get a good ears and get a quick way down. If anything, we can at least get another one. And I think for now, I'm gonna use the crystal at least to get emeralds. That way, at least have a consistent way to start getting more relationship built up with Penny. But when I get another jade, I could probably start getting more of those taken care of. I mean, because I could probably build another one if I get a battery. Did I pick up the jade? I didn't even pick up the jade emerald. Right. Here. You know what? Let's just do this one. That looks real odd. There we go. It's going to sit and multiply. Okay. We still have the rest of the day. We can probably start putting some of this stuff in there. Quality corn. We need this for later. We need to put the pumpkins in. Corn. What else do we need for the bundles? Let's see. Just the pumpkin. Okay. So put this back. We can put 2 of these in for the achievement bundle. We can get the quality crop piece, and we can get the fall crops done. Perfect. This probably looks weird, just me running about and holding all these ingredients over my head. I mean, to be fair, at the same time, we also got pretty weird looks at the very beginning of this whole ordeal when we got here. Just this random newcomer from the city. It's like, yeah, I'm going to be a farmer now. That probably gave a lot of people weird looks. Alright, pumpkin. Alright, so the animal bundle. We need this. Alright, so we need either goat, wool, or duck egg. Put in some cheese. 4 more there. And, okay. Quality pumpkins. That's all we need. Ooh, bee house. I think we could turn that into... I think we just get honey from that. I believe that's a sit. Alright. We can get more stuff that way. Nice. I'm pretty sure we also need that for one of the artesian drops. Yes, we do. So we could finish the artesian bundle relatively soon. But it also, because we may also get that until the end of spring, because with the other 2 treat, well, yeah, the other 2 treats I don't think drop anything until you enter the apple now. We could also get lucky with the Sunday trader, because he could have a ton of stuff for us to use. And there. And then we'll just wait. There's space now. Okay. How do I have so many of these? I forget how much I've been just grabbing stuff. Yeah, let's just put them all in there. Alright. Everything is set. Eventually we'll get this into hops. We'll turn it into some ale. Blackberry basket. Where was the basket? I'll have to look for that now. We still have only one of those pumpkins. We might be cutting it close with pumpkins, but if we can get it, we'll make it work. Oh, there's the cat. Pet. And how is the apple tree doing? It's got 15. It's decent. Alright. Let's see. I think I'll just turn in for the day. We'll just pass the time. We'll get the unlock for the bus. We'll take a handful of things and start our descent into the Skull Cavern today. I don't expect us to get very far. Maybe to the early stages, but we'll find out. Cake. Vibrant pink cake. I have chocolate cake and I have pink cake. So very nice. I think I'm gonna take this with me today. I'll put the rest of this into... yeah, put this in here. I need a space for that. There we go. I just have so much stuff. Alright, put that back, put this in here, put these in there, pick this up. Grab these just in case. Never don't have enough. Excuse me. Is that all 4? Yeah, that's all 4. Alright. Let's do... Nope, don't do that. Oh well. Here we go. Alright, put these in here. Grab the pail. I can imagine what that looks like to animals, let alone what that feels like for... You know what? Never mind. I'm not gonna continue my phrase. It's just gonna make it worse. Alright. Oh, gotta make sure the water bowl's almost filled. There you go. Yeah, let's put more wheat seeds down. We're going to get more wheat anyways. Might as well keep that going. If anything, just to finish off the request in part of the bundle for Marnie. Plus, if we start getting a lot of iron, we can start getting a lot more stuff for sprinkler systems, and then I can save myself having to worry about getting that in when we get the greenhouse. Because eventually the best quality, the ones I want to get are the iridium ones, where you can get, I believe those go in 8 different directions aside from this. Or maybe they go in one stage further. Yeah, they go in 8. I think the iridium ones go one step further, and they go 2 squares out from each other. Which set a good handful of those up in the greenhouse. You don't have to worry about checking on the water ever. You know, you just got to go in and check them every so often so you're not, you know, water's 24. That's what I thought, yeah, so. It's a big distance for those. They're very much worth it. Heh. Right, I gotta buy a thing. It's 500. Well, let me go sell some stuff. Let me see if I can get some coin right off the bat. So there's nothing there. I have a ton of these. Just enough to get me a pass. I can't forget to go back and also grab my fishing pole. Pierre, can I borrow you for a moment just to get some simplistic change? Alright, how much do I get for these? 1 carrot's 500. Oh, the whole thing's 500. There we go. Well, if I don't take the black bears with me as well, thought 500 would be one of those. Maybe also during the winter as well, I can start doing some more of those quests. If I can get more of those taken care of. Okay, grab this. Nice. Actually, now that the festival's done, I don't need any of these for the bundles anymore, we can just set this up now. Put those in there. I'm positive we don't have any coal. I think we used all of it last stream, so we'll need to get more of that. Yeah, and we're going to need to get more. Pass, pass to Calico Desert. At least Pam's got a job back now. Hopefully with a better mood. Alrighty. Because I think all we needed for this place was the coconut and the fruit. But because we already have the artesian goods from the craft room taken care of, and we still could pick those up for later. If anything needs to have them, because then we can also trade those at some point. Alright, Sandfish, maybe pufferfish. Sandfish, nice. We may have to gamble on a Sunday or a Friday if we can get the puffer. We also need to look up for the prismatic shard, because we'll need at least a good couple of those. One for the weapon we want, and then one for late game. Alright. It's from you that we talk with, or... Geode. Diamond for espresso, ruby. We need more for the mega bombs. 5 quartz for that. Jeez, recipe for that. Butterfly hatch, turban. Dark piano is 999 coal. I'm not sure that's worth it. Coconut. Sandy, a customer. Hi, welcome to Sandy's Oasis. Hey, you look like the new farmer that Emily wrote to me about. Then the bus line to Stardew Valley is back in service. Oh, I'm so happy. Again, customers. Alright, can you give me anything? Cactus, rhubarb, starfruit. Starfruit is really good, especially for wine. So I'll have to come back and get these, because they're getting a seed hopper as well. Beet roots, beet seeds, deluxe speed grow. All right. So note we can come back here for that. But I think for now we need to suck it up and see how far we can get. Like I said before, I'm playing with a mod that allows me to have an elevator set up for this as well as the other one. So it is a bit of a cheese, yes, but if anything, I just don't want to have the tedious of having to go down the stairs 100 times. It's not going to be any bit easier though, because it's still the skull cavern. And the eels here hurt a lot. As you can tell right off the bat, these guys are no joke. Jeez. We are one floor in and I've already almost died. Yeah, eventually getting some bombs in here would be nice. Help to clear out a lot of the random debris. But yeah, look for gemstones, look for iridium ore. Because I don't think iridium goes until we get to the... I want to say at least past the 30s. So we might not be getting that for a while. But I think the purple slimes can also drop them as well. Alright. But the various amounts of ore will be nice. If anything, we're going to do it one day at a time and get 5 levels. It's going to be the slow and steady pace again. And if anything, getting the rest of our items upgraded to probably to gold tier. Maybe iridium if we have enough resources. Yeah, these dang eels are... If you're not prepared for them, they can... Your health bar can just vanish real fast. Like I said before, we were only at the first level and we had 2 eels and I almost died right off the bat. Would have been a great start to the stream. I'm also pretty sure anyone that ends up playing the game for the first time, when they get to this place, will be either hopefully prepared, or will get hit by one of these creatures and then watch their health bar just vanish. Or at least a good chunk of it, so... Because I know that was the case with me when I first started playing it. I was like, oh, this is going to be easy. And then I get one-tapped by one of the larger creatures. Just, alright, that did not work out the way I expected it to. This place is all about taking it slow, taking your time, and not rushing things. Although finding mine shafts will be nice, though. Speedy way down. Alright, giant slime. Not aiming for the bug, just trying to get the slimes, but the bugs are just right there. There we go. Yeah, it may just be 5 levels at a time, which I'm happy with. Still progress. Alright, the slime is stuck. It's fine. Ow. Gonna eat one of these. Alright. Back up. There we go. Ow. Grab one of these. Get some more of this. Let me just play it safe and not get greedy. I'll do something dumb. I bet that will be the case when I just start laying bombs down everywhere. Skull Cavern, at least. I got myself a sandfish, so I'm good. Make use of that. In there. Put those away. Put this in here. Put those away. slow buildup of the iridium bars and the iridium ore. We're going to be on that for a while. Cat. Booksellers in town. Nice. Got a mountain of gold for 25 levels. Like a pumpkin for you. Okay. I should have another one, I think. Yeah, I do. Pumpkin. Alright. Excuse me. Thank you. Milk pail. Put those back. More eggs. I'm pretty sure it's just the instance of 1 egg per chicken, so the bigger coop you have, the more you can get from those. Alright, corn and cranberries. Don't eat the corn. Here we go. Keep stockpiling it. Put in the chest. Thank you. Alright, start watering this stuff. So much to water. Then just stood there. Always gotta fill up with more of this. Yeah, season 2, when we get to the next year, will be probably easier. We'll have already established quite a bit of the steady pace, and a lot of stuff will have already been done. All we're having to do is finalize any last-minute crops, or I think it's mostly just the last-minute crops. Because the only key crop that we got right off the bat was the red cabbage. And if anything, we'll need to get ourselves the... yeah, we need to get more animals, a couple more trees. We mostly need to get the kitchen, because then we can get the maki rolls, eggs. The poppies we can get in the springtime. Which I'm surprised I didn't just commit and get poppy flowers when I had the chance. Alright, if Carolyn wants a pumpkin, we can give that to her. But while we're here... see. It's Friday and it's Sunday that she comes in. Sea urchin, purple mushrooms, salmon, glazed yams, cabbage seeds. We already got the canned cabbage, so we're fine. Ooh. Given we're gonna get cheap, anyways. Not really worried about getting the animal products. So we can let that pass for now. I think it's just the puffer fish. I'm sure we could also get that as a rare drop in, I think, any place. We just have to get lucky. I think I've gotten it consistently when I've gone to the desert. And also out of the ocean. So I think it's just a random chance of it to show up somewhere. Miss Carolyn. It is Carolyn, right? That's Abby. So, do I need to... Yes, Carolyn. Making my people backwards? No, okay. Thought I was losing my mind for a moment. There's Haley. This is something that opens until... Yeah, it doesn't open until noon. Let's go see what the bookseller's got, if we can even get in there. Because it was blocked off the first time. Right. Never mind. I'm probably just going in circles trying to find her. Oh, there she is. Here you go. Nice. Thank you. Alright then. We only went down 5 levels. Let's go back in and try to get more. I mean, if we can get lucky and get a prismatic shard early enough in the drops, we could easily get our best weapon without even having to do much effort. But the chance of that happening could be extremely rare or second to none. Because they can come out of the Omni Geodes as well, but you would need to break open probably a good handful of those to want to get anything like that. Then again, I've seen people that have done maybe only a dozen or so, and they've gotten it, so it can happen. It's just extremely rare. We have just enough to buy one more pass. Which is great. I am probably also making it a little bit hard because I only have the steel or obsidian edge blade. I could go back and get the lava katana. I think that's one of the better weapons you can get, at least at this stage. Speaking of emeralds. Alright. Dealt with the eel. Alright, one slime. Ooh, fire quartz. Ow. Got it. And a ruby. Fire quartz, ruby, nice. There's the cluster split. One of them's angry. I can see the red eyes. Alright. Just gonna keep swinging. Yeah, because some of these guys can also drop iridium ore if you get lucky. Ooh, mine shaft. 3 levels. Puts me at 8. Nice. Ah, ghost. Oh yeah, these guys also get back up if you don't kill them with bombs. And the ghosts, I think you take quite a bit of your health as well. If you're not careful. But I think these also just give consistent Omni Geodes, which is nice. It's a dangerous game is what I'm doing. Yeah, they get back up. Oh, now they're adding those to the mix. I don't think I have anything for explosives. No, I should probably also invest in getting some bombs. At least to get rid of the mummies. Whether or not I get rid of anything else. Or if anything, I'll just get lucky and have to open up one of the ways down and just keep kiting them around. Nice, twitching out. Alright, one more level that I can probably head back. Let's look at another mine shaft. Ooh, another ladder. Nice. And we'll see if we can get a little bit farther. Just on the chance. Actually, can I... How much is it for a cherry bomb? Cherry is 4 coal, 4 copper, 1 coal. And 4 iron, 1 coal. Yeah, okay. Grab some gold. Some coal. Always gonna grab the coal. Again, if we're gonna make use of that smoker, we're gonna have to get tons of coal. That's been giving us a lot of income. Hopefully now with the cask and the beehive next to the other stuff for all the other goods that we've had building up in the background. We start getting wine and getting juice. Thank you. I mean, I could just full send and get one of the megas. Which I don't think I can do yet. I don't think I have enough high enough level in mining. Yeah, it's just the basic grade ones. Yeah, I think I need to be at least like 7 or 8 level in mining. That might even be level 9. So I can't get that level quite yet. Which is fine. Just means we get more gems. We'll keep our eyes peeled for more things we can make use of. And as soon as we get more, as soon as we get all of our other tools to at least iron grade and copper grade, we can start using the leftover iron ore that we don't use. Or we have stockpiles of, and then just start transmuting that into bombs. Ow. Thank you. A ruby. Ooh, omni geodes. Nice. We'll also need to break those open as well. Thank you. And we got some supplies. Let's see if we can get a couple of these going. Oy. Yeah, swarms of those are not fun. Oh, nice. Perfect. Next floor down. Just need one more. Then I can get out of here. And out. Thank you. Good day. We are back. So let's put stuff away. More of these. This. Put all the coal into here. Almost enough to make one full bar after 2 different days. We'll have to start saving some money later on. Or we could just start selling all of our gemstones whenever we get the chance. You know what? I think the... Or how late does the Adventurous Tavern open? 2 to 2. Let me pop over just to see what weapons they have marked. I'm pretty sure we can get the lava katana now that we have the magma's region. And again, we're at the skull cavern, so we should have, I think, almost all the weapons available to us. I think we can't get the next one until we get the prismatic shard for those weapons. Then we can unlock everything. Yeah, lava katana is 25,000. And then with the space boots on. Okay. What are we at on everything else too? We're close to the cave insects. Still have so much more to do on the others though. That's probably all that we're close to. Wrong place. Bus stop. All right, to bed. The sun is here. I think with today's stream, I think we will probably finish all of fall today. At least by the end of this stream, at least. We can get everything prepped for winter season. Now that we have the silo, and we have plenty of that reserved set aside. Should have more than enough stuff to work on. Oh, there's another spot for the gold grapes. All right. Slow pace. Yeah, once we get to winter, I'm gonna do the proper work and get the hoe and the watering can upgraded. That way, when I get to spring and summer, well, even then, it's like if I'm gonna get sprinklers, I don't know if it's even gonna be worth it. I could just invest in getting the sprinklers instead of having to worry about that. So I may just spend the time getting the supplies to get enough sprinklers. And then just do that as it is. Rather than having to worry about spending anything on my upgrades. If anything, I'll get probably the hoe upgraded. I may not worry about getting the watering can. Because then I can spend more of the day doing other stuff. Because there is a benefit to it, don't get me wrong, but if I'm not gonna bother, if I'm gonna get sprinklers, there's no point in investing into the watering can upgrade. But that is a me thing, so you guys do as you wish. But we are out of cash, at least for today, so we at least have gotten ourselves unlocked with the Skull Cavern, so we'll have to go back when we have a little more funding to our name. Again, we could easily just sell stuff what we have. And I think what I might do as well, because we've been hoarding so much stuff to get for artisanal goods, I may just do a bulk sale and just sell all of it at once, because I can still get wine from the fruit tree. Because I'll also have a bunch of apples I can make use of. But there are benefits to everything. I do, however, probably should get heaters quickly for the animals. You know, I might just sell. Here, let me see what we can. Let me see. Let's do this. So we can use all of this. Flowers, forages. Alright. Put some of these in there. Don't need these anymore. Don't need these. We're going to keep those. Don't need any of these. We can at least sell some stuff. Because eventually we will need to get. Yeah, we're going to get one of those. Alright, that's working on its own. I haven't checked on the one down south, so let's check on that one. Eventually we can figure out how much we need to have set aside for. Really? Okay. I may also need to clear out on that spot too. Let me just grab the scythe. I've talked to every one of my animals, right? Okay. Alright. Because we need at least the heaters. We can worry about getting the shears for the sheep later. But we need to figure out what we need first. Because we're going to adopt more pets. Which is nice. The urge to save up for a iridium turtle. But that's like a problem. Okay. 4,000 just to get the 2 heaters. And then we'll need the shears for the wool. Okay. So this one we just need enough to get 4,000. And then we can get ourselves those heaters specifically. Right, I was going to check on... this one down here. Alright, we got some stuff. Not a ton, but we got some stuff. Again, it's working in the background. It's doing what it needs to do. The crap pots are not meant to be... Again, they're background stuff. A lot of the machines I have, a lot of the sources I have put up with chests are meant to be stuff we do in the background. The crops is what the main bulk of it is. We give them a lot of the artisanal goods just take a significant amount of time. We might just do a bulk sale and get a lot of this stuff sold. I mean, I could also just make more. Let me check on... hold on. Keg is bar, wood, resin. And the preserve jars... wood, stone, and coal. Well, I mostly need one of those to be jelly. So there's syrup. I think this one is resin. I think that one's, yeah, that one's pine tar. So if anything, we can make more of them when we have more stuff. I said that weird. Well, when in doubt, go fishing. I probably should put one of these in here. Maybe we can gamble on a puffer fish out in the ocean. But at least we can put the same fish away. Yep, just one more, and then we can get the glittering boulder removed. We can start, I think, panning for ore. I think is that we end up getting the bonus for that. Grab some of these while we're here. those also can be smoked. The urchins and the coral cannot, though. Because I'm pretty sure they can't. Yeah, they can. I'm going to consider it fish. There we go. I was like, I could just sort it. Make it much easier on myself. We complicate things a lot. By we, of course, mean me. Some sea jelly. Always nice to get more. Because we could have found another smoker. I think I have a river jelly in the case. I do have enough hardwood. I could make another smoker. Speed up the process for that a little bit. Because fishing might be a little bit slower when it comes to winter. We're probably going to spend most of our time going to the mines, honestly. I think the crab pots will still work. I haven't done winter in a while, so we can reach that bridge when we get there. Oh. It's erratic. What is it? Jeez, this is aggressive. This is one that's not wanting to go down without a fight. Probably super cucumber. It's really aggressive is what it is. Could be an eel as well. It's gonna be like a tiny fish. Got him. Super cucumber. Jeez, that guy was so very erratic. Oh, there it goes. I had him, whatever it was. lava core. Glasses. Another cucumber. Stare intensely into the water's edge. And seaweed. Okay. Right, 9 to 5. Alright. Throw these away because they're useless. Well, they have a purpose, just not with me. That is meant to be for the recycling machine. That's how that works. That's how it goes. Go. Alright. Put all this back. Put these in here. I do have another one. I have a couple of them. I only have the one river jelly, though. So. But, with the 10 spare hardwood, or 12 spare hardwood, one more smoker. Nice. Double the smoker, double the profit. Or double the pace, at least. There are benefits of it. Very good. Alright, a couple thousand. Not that bad. Like I said, we need just enough that we can get those. We need specifically so we can get the heaters. Yeah, corn juice, wild honey. Scooch. Ah, no. Wow. That was close. I almost just sold the cow I've been trying my best to keep good contact with. That was almost extremely bad. Don't need to be selling any animals today. Alright. Put this in there. Alright, so we can get the cheese press, we can get the truffle oil maker, we can also get the cloth maker from the wool. Well, the mayo machine in here. I think we just wish for duct cakes as well, so. Can we get this yet? Is it still... No, I think it still needs time. I apologize, not very talkative today. We're getting ready to go out over the weekend with 4th of July this week, so kind of it's like you guys know the feeling effect of your mind's in one place, but it doesn't really connect until you start sitting down and you just kind of zone out for a little while. So I apologize for the lack of conversation, but I think my brain has rewired itself that it already knows of what the plan is for 4th of July and the weekend, and then everything else is just kind of gone out the window, so I apologize about that. But hopefully you guys have a good 4th of July weekend coming up, as well as this week's been going well for you guys thus far. It is Tuesday when this is being put together. So, hope things have gone well, or are going well, rather. Or will be going well at the same time. Because there's still plenty of days to make use of stuff. But I need to buy the two heaters so we can get those placed for the winter. Hello, money. You know, I'll buy the shears now just so we're not having to worry about it later. If anything, we can put them in the chest for when we do eventually get sheep. So we have to have the bigger barn and the bigger coop if we're gonna get into the next level creatures. So we get ducks on the next one, we get rabbits on the final one for the coop, and we'll get sheep and goats, and then we can get pigs. So we will get stuff. We'll put this right in this corner here. Nice. Alright. If anything, at least have that set aside for later. Let's go back into the mines, though. We have the time of day. It might be mostly mine trips for today's stream. Because if we can get more ore, specifically for everything we need, in context, iridium chunks. Iridium ore would be nice. I mean, any ore would also be helpful, but maybe saving up for a better weapon. But like I said, if we can get lucky and get a prismatic shard, either by a drop or whatever the case, we will be set. More cactus fruit, coconut. And I think what I might do going forward as well for like season 2 prep is I'll leave the artisan goods to be still used by the preserve jar and the keg, but stuff that I need to make for like quests and such I'll leave to the side, and when those are done I can then move those into a different bin. But for the stuff I have like a mass quantity of, I mean, they're just bulking in there and they're just sitting. So might as well sell them and get profit out of it. Ooh, some amethyst. this chunk in there. Not while I'm dealing with the slimes. Oh, speaking of... Nope, nope, nope. This is priority 1. Get this right here, right now. We are doing it. That was what, our second or third pass in this place? The Galaxy Sword is ours. And goodbye to the Obsidian Edge. Alright. Now that we have the better weapon, let's stack up. At least get ourselves close to max health. And then the next prismatic shard we can then donate. And put that in the museum. Nice. Very, very nice. All we gotta do now is just get the rest of our tools upgraded. But yeah, investing in the greenhouse will be really good to do over the winter as well. Because if we play our cards right, everything we need is the artesian bundle, which we can get. Yeah, we have the honey. We'll get the preserved jelly, goat cheese, cloth, truffle. We can get all of that over the winter as well. Quality crops. We're gambling heavily on the pumpkins. If we don't get the pumpkins, we'll have to just push everything into the parsnips. But we could get the quality. We could get this entire thing done. We could get the greenhouse probably by the end of year 1 if we play our cards right. We'll get the bridge done. The pufferfish. We're just going to be doing everything with the bulletin board in the next year. Which we have to figure out how to get everything else. But that at least reduces a lot of the stuff we have to worry about when we get to the second season. And like I said beforehand, I'm not planning on dropping the series that early, given the fact that we've already put so much time into it. But I also don't want to burn out from playing the same game, you know, for several months straight. So I will more likely will probably come back to this and take a break. Do some other stuff in the interim, but I do intend to finish the whole thing and get to that billion. That is a promise. But as I said at the very beginning when I put the whole series together, I don't expect it to do it all in one sitting, let alone in one go. It's going to be spread out probably across multiple parts. I mean, again, this is the 9th stream we've been doing this, so it's going to take a while. That much is for certain. Yeah, gem veins are also doubled, so we get twice the many diamonds. Nice. I'm gonna start clearing out. Now we move on to this spot. Can I do this without getting hit by these bugs? I hope. Oh. Fine. I'm fine. Oh, there it is. Very nice. We needed 25, I think, for Q's quest. Huge Touch is 25 levels. Okay. Deceptively open area. It's always concerning. Get my energy up back with some cave carrots. I feel like those are just basic carrots just covered in dirt. Like, just have... I mean, imagine that's probably the case because, again, you find them in the cave. They're going to be covered in various amounts of dirt and soil. Oh, my mining proficiency went up. It's awesome. Oh, more gold ore. And the way down. If I get proficiency enough that I have enough ore or enough bars to get everything put together for the rest of the tools, I'll just put the the copper, iron, and gold ore into a separate chest, and I'll use that for explosive composition. Because otherwise I'm wasting resources in coal to make use of for other things. Because if everything's only going to go up to certain stages, then there's no point in wasting them. I've already got enough to get the items I need up to copper and iron level. And I think I only need to have one set for the hoe. And I think just a set of 5 for the iron and copper. Then the rest are going to be put into gold. More diamonds. Clear more iron. There we go. Plus, also mining gives us more resources than we can ask for in some cases. Especially the fact that we can get between gold and iron ore just by hitting random rocks. Of course, just can we survive the rest of it without getting tagged. Just need one more level. That's all we need. So I think there's another bonus in the skill cavern that I think we can get from Q, but I think we have to be at level 100. That or it's 200. I forget which. Ow. Nice. Alright, I'm out of here. 25. Nice. Forget what that does, but that's a later problem. On the plus side, we got ourselves the Galaxy Sword. I think that was the 3rd or 4th day that we had the skill cavern open, which is perfect for us. Alright, some more coal. Let's take a look-see. How much we got? Yeah, I think the rest of the ore is going to be used, if not iridium, for items. So we'll start putting that in here. Alright, crystal. Foraging stuff. The normal coconuts didn't count for some reason. Cave carrots. Not enough room for those anymore. So let's move this and those into here. Okay. Alright. Next day. Transmute gold. I believe it goes gold to iron. Because the other one was transmuting iron. Yep. Iron to copper. Or copper to iron. And iron to gold. So it's a 3-to-1 and it's a 2-to-1 ratio. Noted. 10,000 enclosed. Cool. Alright, this can be harvested. Yeah. We can plant more. Probably have just enough to plant another round. Let's see how much we get. Nice. Put this into the silo. Still have almost 200. I think we're going to be plenty. We're going to have plenty of supplies for winter. Oh, I got some bat wings. Why do you have those? Were you hunting bats in the middle of the night? Actually, don't answer that. I'm starting to think that was a bad question to ask. What would you do if you saw your pet actually holding a bat in its mouth? And I don't mean a baseball bat, I mean a legit bat with wings. I would just be really concerned about that. One, the health of the bat, and the health of the pet that has got its maws chomped around it. So I'd be slightly concerned about the health of the creatures in question. And maybe also the same theory of like, am I in a dream? Is this real? What's going on? I mean, I've also seen cats grab hummingbirds, which is an incredible feat. But that's a whole different story in and of itself. Alright, crops have been watered. Let's check on the rest of everybody else. Oh, you're up here. There you are. There we go. Fresh milk. Got it from the cows. It's a very bad impression. Fresh fish. We catch 'em, you buy 'em. Man. Aladdin was such a great movie. Always a bigger fan of the Robin Williams variant. I liked the story a little bit more. Not against anything to the actors of the newer one. That was a great performance. And a great rendition, all things considered. But let me take some of the geodes in. Also sell some of these diamonds, because, yes, I have a ton of them. That's why slowly building. Yeah, I got another one. Well, let me grab this. Into town. Sir, can I bother you for a moment? Could also upgrade the trash can, too. Or just buy raw coal. Let's see what we get. Geminites, Esperite, copper, radium, it's basalt, granite. Ocean stone, nice. More iridium ore. Alright, let's donate. Because I'm pretty sure we're going to need at least 2 more prismatic shards. One for... one for this. As well as one for... what's going to be the late game rewards. Ooh, rare crow. Man's working in his garden. Penny's not here. Where could Penny be? Oh, there she is. Alright, we're very close. So just wait on that one heart change. I think we're already at the one gift for the week. Right, 'cause it's Monday again. So we can give her another gift. But not until tomorrow. Alright, more coal. Gonna get rid of this because we already have it. I'm gonna go spend some of the money and get the upgraded iridium quality rod. But I should get rid of this. And let's also check to see if we can get some more oak resin. Because there's another keg going. That still needs some time. Okay. Actually, I'm going to do that. I'm going to need to take the rest of the stuff for... let's see. Deluxe bait, spinner. So we're going to have that for later. Because I'm pretty sure the iridium rod is less than 10k. So we'll still have some money left over. I want to spend the mines first. Drop off the honey. Hello, Demetrius. Do your research. We're still gonna find was it the blackberry basket? Blackberry basket. Wonder where he dropped it. But we'll find it. We'll get it back to him later. I mean, it will show up eventually. We just gotta be persistent and look for it. I mean, it's gonna stand out. I mean, it's much like everything that we've been, like Robin's axe and the mayor's shorts, which we still need to do something about later, but we have to get a better relationship up with Marty before we can even get that. Which on the benefit, once we get all the friendship levels, once we get the friendship bundle put together, that'll give everyone at least a base 2 hearts with each other. At least with us, at least. Let's go see what we can do about getting a better fishing rod. The cockle. Clam. Let me talk to Will first before the end of the day, so I'm not running around with all this money. Excuse me, sir. Sardine bait. We're gonna be 7,500. Nice. Thank you for your service, my good sir. Nice. Alright, let's make use of our deluxe bait. Sardine. Or at least get something out of this. If all we're going to be getting is anchovies and sardines out of this deluxe bait, I'm going to be a little upset. That and seaweed. Oh, we wanted something bigger. Even if it's slightly bigger. I almost pulled my headphones. Just trying to move my hand and I almost pulled my headphones out. It's looking like it's mostly going to be sardines and anchovies. I mean, if anything, it means that they're going to be relatively easy fish to catch. But again, it's the instance of like you put all this money in, you want to catch some bigger fish. It's like the idea of doing all the deep sea fishing stuff. I mean, those rods and the equipment you have to do for that has to be extremely expensive. Sea cucumber. I mean, because you could do deep sea fishing just from off the coastline or off a bridge. But if you're gonna get like the big stuff, I think you have to, like, you know, be on like a boat tour and a deep sea fishing guide type of style. But that also can't be cheap in and of itself. 17 pieces of bait with alright, let's just keep clearing them out. There we go. On the plus, we're getting iridium and gold quality fish, so those will be great for the smoker. Well, smokers, now that we have the two of them. Whoa! The super cucumber? Maybe we're also lucky we might be getting something else then. But it was a super cucumber last time we had something like this, kind of erratic. Yep, erratic nature. There we go. We have another one. Another one. Alright. Let's go ahead and call that a day then. Let's not get too greedy. If anything, we'll also check the secret beach. We can get some possible urchins and coral. And clams. A couple of mussels. Nice. Urchins. I think I may also just do heavy investments because I think we can still get resin, tar, and syrup from the trees. So I may also just do a couple of things. No, I don't want to do it off stream. I don't want to cheat everybody else out of seeing that. So I may also just double up like I did with the smokers and just get more kegs and preserve jars. I may just to have more chances of getting other stuff put in there. There we go. Nice. And just drink it. Drink it. Speed boost for like 5 seconds. Diamonds are worth quite a bit. But so are the emeralds. So, but we also need the emeralds for Penny. Ooh, rainstorm. Oh, I got a bullhead. No, don't do that. Don't want to waste the day already. Oh yeah, it's a bullhead. Pickled corn and corn juice and pickled amaranth. Yeah, no one's going out in the weather. Hello, everybody. Good to see you this morning. Let me lay you out some food. There you go. You also are going to need some attention as well. Get you set up. There we go. sure I already gave the cheese. I think it's just the goat cheese. Yep. Nice. Very nice. Alright. What do I want to do? Again, it's also that same case of, like, I could make use of all the stuff, but I'm almost having to wait for a lot of items. Right. Because preserve jars... Because I can make a lot more kegs. But I need at least one preserve jar. Specifically, it's just so I can get my brain stopped. The jelly. But for now, make another one of these. Place it also right here. Nice. Okay. Trees are growing. Because I think I'm going to spend a lot of time in the mines over the winter. So if anything, I should start figuring out what I need for the bigger size. I think I'm going to need a lot of stone and a lot of wood. So I have plenty of stone. Let me start chopping down the rest of the trees. Because I'm going to need that for expansions. Not to mention as well as the stuff for the house, too. Because I still have that to do. But if I need to spend a few days just getting rid of some trees. For the excess foliage. Clearing out the rest of the trees. And get some hardwood chunks too. Alright, time to play lumberjack. You know, that we have much more energy than we did beforehand. Like I said, the next season we get of this, when we get into our second year, is going to be significantly easier because we're going to have more space to work with, more ideas. Plus, I can also rebuild all this stuff. So, what do I need for these? I think it's just... Yeah, iron bar... Oh, it's iron bar golden quartz. Alright. Oh, another level up in foraging? Yeah, I'm level 8 now. Nice. This probably isn't very exciting to watch. I mean, I'm just cutting down trees. Well, I mean, let me rephrase. Cutting down trees in Stardew is probably relatively boring in some cases. But I can imagine the satisfaction of taking a chainsaw or taking an axe and just hitting the tree enough times, and of course with the right direction and process points, to just, I mean, that has to be like an endorphin rush, just being able to watch a giant tree just collapse onto the ground. Then again, I also don't know what it takes to do that. Because there also has to be planning and prep work. Because, I mean, but if you're up in the mountains in the woods and there's not going to be a lot of damage, if one of those falls over, then I wouldn't be that worried. But felling a tree in like neighborhoods, in city styles, yeah, that could be a problem. Alright, before I run out of energy for the day, let me go ahead and stop by Robin's place and see what I need to do in order to put more stuff together for the house. Alright, let's take a look-see. I'm going to mines, yep. Okay. So the bigger coop, big barn is 12,000, 450 wood and 200 stone. You get goats. Ducks comes with incubator. 10, 400 and okay. So we're gonna need a lot more wood. I should just spend the rest of the day clearing out the leftover wood chunks. Because if we're going to get those bigger barns and those other animals, we're going to need more. Because we need goat milk, goat cheese. And we'll need ducks. The duck feather and duck eggs. Rabbits, I think, are only for rabbit's feet. And then pigs are for the truffles. We also get sheep. So. Let's just keep clearing up trees. This is what we have the leftover energy available to us. Alright, one more. There we go. Put this back in here. Nice. Alright, nothing super fancy today, just getting some wood now that we have, less to worry about. Survival burger, wildberry harvesting, +1. Oh, we get more berries from the wild. We get more wild berries. Nice. Survival burger. Cool. Another rainy day. Alright. Survival burger. We probably have to cook that. We can't just craft it here. Well, sunflower. That needs a scythe for that. Slowly, very slowly, but it is happening. There we go. Put those in there. Probably should put these away. Cranberries. There we go. Grab some of this. Nice. Very good. Okay. For that, that's still brewing. Okay. So, yeah, we're gonna have to gamble on these pumpkins. I really, really hope we can get enough that we can get 4 gold ones. Like I said, if worst comes to worst, we'll have to wait until the next season and start with parsnips. But if that's all we have to worry about when we get into season 2, is just either the parsnips or the golden pumpkins. If anything, we just invest all of our money into the parsnips and get the gold ones with some quality boosting soil. But if that's all we have to worry about, that's when we get to that point, that's perfectly fine. If one of these could turn into jelly, that would look great. Like I said, if any of these turn into stuff by the end of the season, I'm just gonna dump all of it to be sold, and we'll get our bulk buy, and then whatever else we don't get over the course of, and then we'll start making use of our other artisanal goods in winter. Because we're going to start selling most of that when we get to needing upgrades. But I think for now, let me go ahead and take this, get it upgraded. Again, we don't have to worry about, tilling any more ground over the course of the next couple of days. I'll have to wait like a good 10-20 minutes. I should also probably give one more thing to Penny before the end of the week. Because if I can, be optimal. And I said I probably should set up to do diamonds instead. But because I'm gonna I have the relationship set up with Penny, doing it with diamonds might be the easier choice. Just so I can get the relationship better. Alright. Copper who? Don't think you can upgrade anything else now. Yep, okay. Just that one. Oh, I'm at the purple stage. Going to go inside, I just wanted a quiet moment. Fair. Because I'm pretty sure we get another cutscene with her at 8 hearts, and then we get one at 10. Did we ever get one at 6? I don't remember if we got one at 6. If we did, we'd never triggered. At least not that I saw anyways. Prepares it's 2, 4, 8, and 10. And one that happens when we become married to our spouse in question. We get a bonus cutscene from them. Oh, more corn. Let me go ahead and make use of the rest of the coal. And I should just buy... Or let me use the rest of the money to buy some coal. I may just get the smokers and the rest of the forge taken care of. That way we at least make use of the smokers. As much as I can carry. Again, I'm going to get it all, probably all of that back and then some with what we're going to be hauling away with today. But the more we can make use of the tools we've got, the better off we stand. Plus, I also don't see us getting to iridium quality anytime soon. But we'll get some other stuff taken care of in the interim. I should make use of the day, though. I don't want to just waste it. I mean, I could just fast forward the day. Put ourselves closer into winter time. But if I got the time, I might as well make use of it. So, let's use our energy bar. Let's maximize, grab the rest of the wood. Because we're going to need at least probably a full stack of 1,000 if we're going to get the upgrades to the barn and the coop. Alright. Clear that out there. We'll do that. Set off to the side for later. I forget there's still tons of those that we can find in these trees. I mean, I'm pretty sure actually, I think we can get those boxes from anything. But we've been getting them consistently from the trees. I could also be wrong. Probably should get rid of the stumps as well. There's a good handful of these still sitting around. Eventually I'll be able to get rid of all of the excess. Get rid of the rocks and such. Was that always here? Or was that just spread up randomly? this back. Settle that up. There. Now bedtime. Alright. Rain is done. Alright. Moment of truth. I don't think we're going to be able to do it. Oh, sweetest gemberry. We need to give that to the statue. So I need to go to some of the townspeople. If you want to show someone that might be interested, give them one of my beautiful cave flowers. Yeah, we should probably get that too. If we're going to be on the next step with Penny, we need to get that established. Oops. Just getting the essentials watered. Yeah, it's not done yet, so... I think we're just going to have to be hopeful that something else pops up. Because I think we're gambling with what we have left for the supplies. Because there's no way we can get another set of pumpkins. Well... Quality increases, retaining... Speed grow. I don't think the pumpkins can grow in 3 days. As much as I would love to have that. But I think we're at the mercy of whatever's left of the crops. We may have to go into next year before we can get the quality bundle. Which is fine by me. Like I said before, I'm not upset if we have to go into the second year to do this. If anything, getting the higher priority stuff and the more difficult crops right up front is probably a good idea. But that's also a me thing. I'm also not doing this as a speedrunner style of trying to get all of it done in 1 year. I'm kind of doing a mix of casual and challenge play. Because I do have a handful of mods that, if I wanted to, I could speed up the processing machines and make all of those go extremely fast. And just let everything, like, bulk up at once. I have tons of juices, tons of wine, tons of preserves. But I don't want to do that to myself, because I do want to enjoy the game for what it is. And as the rule goes, nothing comes from impatience. So playing it out, seeing what goes. I should also pick up those plums. There's a ton of them, so. We just need to find that blackberry basket. I wonder if it's up on the upper deck area. And besides, if I also had the mod that sped up the process for all those machines, I could have the challenge over in like a couple of days. But again, it's a cheap tactic. It's not really that enjoyable in some cases. I just gotta find out where the blackberry basket is. I don't know if it's here or if it's on the other side. I could have spent a day looking for that too. Well, nothing from the train dropped. So that was that. Demetrius is out doing his walk. Let's see. Alright, so not over here. Let's keep looking. Plum. Hazelnut. I should also give the sweet berry gem, or the sweet gemberry to our man on the other side. Did we water this piece of corn? Well, it is now, if it's not already. Is there a spot with plums in here? Yes, there is. I'm hop off for the night, Pink. Alright, no worries. If again, we're not really doing a whole ton of exciting stuff. Oh! Yeah, if you gotta head out, Pink, head out, and I'll catch you later. Perfect timing, you showed up. Why? Brought the children on a little field trip to the countryside. You know all about life in the country, right? Well, kind of. So I was thinking, could you be my guest speaker for today? Alright, let's do it. Great. Let me just call the children over. Jazz, Vincent, may I have your attention, please? I have a very special guest here to talk to you today. Our very own local farmer. He has first-hand experience living in the countryside, so he knows all about the valley's natural resources. Can you tell me what a natural resource is? Jazz? Natural resource is a material source of wealth that occurs in a natural state and has economic value. Very good. That's worth 2 star points, Jazz. Yeah. Okay, let's give our farmer full attention. Hello. Country life is all about farming. Vegetable soil is valley's air and grass are perfect for raising animals. Vincent. Farmer, can I put a saddle on one of your cows and ride it into town? I want to be a real cowboy. I mean, can you even saddle a cow? Does that work? Vincent, behave yourself. He makes his living working on the farm, sort of playground. Well, that's probably enough for today. You should run along and play. more to take care of these kids. But I don't really mind. I enjoy seeing them learn. Hopefully I can help them grow up to be good people. Would you ever want to be a parent? You know, I haven't really thought about it, all things considered. Oh, no? Well, I guess that makes sense. You're busy with other things right now. Well, I'm glad you showed up. I think the kids had a great time. Thank you for the trip. Hold on. I'm gonna go back for my scythe, because the brush and bushes have heavily overgrown. Good gravy. Let's get this going. Didn't even pick it up. Pick it up. Thank you. There we go. Now that I have my scythe, let's clear the way. Alright. We spent all of fall doing this. Here you go, sir. Stardrop is ours. And a bigger energy bar to boot. Nice. Filled with void chunks. Lovely. Lovely indeed. Don't eat the red mushroom. Don't eat the... Thank you. Wanted to pick it up. I'm not going to eat mushrooms. Going to make stuff with the mushrooms, though. They have their uses and purpose. I think I got enough time that I can probably finish out the rest of the season and then be set to move on to winter. So let's play it out and see what happens. Put the rest in here for now. So we'll make stuff with those later. And sleep. The copper hoe is ready. Nice. Grapes and eggplant. Lovely. We could have quite the haul when we get all that sold. Oh, yeah. Spirits Eve, tomorrow's festival, 10 p.m. Do we get like a golden pumpkin for that? Or something? So we could also use that and probably sell it. Alright. Oh, that's ready. I didn't even notice that. Alright, that part's done. Nice. Put this in here. Gotta say good morning to everybody. Doing all my chores. See one of you. Gotta look for the plumes. Are you all the way down there? Yes, you are. And over here. Very good. Make use of the milk pail. I tried to milk a chicken. That doesn't work. Because I'm pretty sure that doesn't work. I'm gonna leave that statement alone before I get myself in trouble. Plenty of mayonnaise. Alright, that's done. Put this in here. Let's see. So can't do anything of that until I have those. At least two more. Can I get more oak resin? Maple syrup. Pine tar. Oak resin. Nope. I want to pick up the pine tar at least. Because I can still... Yeah, I can still sell that. I'll add it to the pile. Let's see. Let's add more fuel to the smoker then. Because I could get more wood, but we also need more money first before we can do anything to buy upgrades. So we're gonna have to bank on what we get as the income for the rest of the end of today's stream. We'll just have to buy upgrades in the next one. So if anything, we can at least start getting the expansion for hopefully both the barn and the coop on the next one. Because if it's 12 something for one and then I think 8 for the other, we'll need at least 20k. But if my thought process is correct, and the more foraging we can get a heavy investment of stuff for later. Oh, I could also put the apples in there, too. I forgot about the apples. Because the Spirit's Eve will be happening tomorrow night. Pretty sure I need another piece of river jelly if I'm going to get another smoker going, so if we're going to stack it up, let's go out that direction. Yeah, we're already maxed out on... I also need money to buy a bouquet of flowers, so I can't really do anything from that until later. I can also check in and see how this setup down here is doing. It's got a decent pace. It's only got so much smoked stuff, so maybe we'll move this to the other one. Tiger trout. Chub. I think we just have to empty out all of my bait on the rod before I head back. Salmon. And the chub, probably different quality. There we go. Nice. Shtickle's worn out. 3 pieces of bait left then. Alright. We'll stay in for the bait. There, got 2 more or 1 more. There it is. Okay. Put the rest of this. Grab some more of these. Okay. Move those to there. Move these to here. Got a lot of stuff to work on with this one. Probably gonna need a little more coal. And we'll work with it. Alright, there we go. I think we get one more day. At least I'm pretty sure. We also don't check the calendar because I'm pretty sure we get one more day of fall. And then we'll dump everything we've saved over the course of the last 10 days or so. Can I pour the water on something else other than that one plant? I mean, again, it needs to be covered in water. It needs to be drenched in water, but that's a different story. There we go. Alright, place that there. Alright, that's going to be probably a lot of mayo to sort through for later. Well, not really to sort through, but it's going to be a pretty big payout. Because we have all of the cheese, we have the mayo, we're going to have a whole bunch of fruit and vegetables. Again, we'll leave some because we know we need those for quests. So if anything, we'll leave some fruit jelly. Because I'm pretty sure we need... And we need at least one jelly for the artesian goods. Do we need anything? Just wine. We need wine. If anything, we can leave one of each. Just so we have at least something to make use of for wine. Because we need one of them at least. Whatever one that is a different story. But this will be able to get us the piece for the fodder bundle. And then let's go spend some time at the river. See if we can get at least one. Do we have enough hardwood? We can get one more smoker in. Yes, we do. If we can get one more smoker in before the end of the season, that would be optimal. Whether or not it actually happens is a different story. Sebastian's off doing his own thing. Oh, I can't... Right. Can I get a calendar from you? This. Gotta remember to put the calendar up. Well, if anything, I could put the apples into the bundle at some point anyways. If I have to make sure that I actually pick up, you know, the essentials for that. Let's see what we can get today. I think we'll go until our energy runs out. Or how long it takes us to get to 10 a.m. or 10 p.m. So today might be something but fishing. And if anything, we can also set ourselves up that we can make use of the smoker while we're in winter. So if today is just going to be a preparation day for winter, that's going to be a good idea then. If I could open my water bottle with one hand, that'd be good. Hold on. Because of course it's not going to be that easy to do it with just the one hand. It's annoying. There we go. Oh, I should probably go for that. Can I even reach it? Certainly gonna try. Yes, I can. Alright. Let's do this. It's definitely a lot faster in this spot. Don't lose him. Don't lose him. Nice. More salmon. Lots of salmon today. I could also invest in some fish ponds, which I think the roe that they can give me also could be a good investment too. Maybe I'll build some of those over the winter season. There's a lot of stuff we can still do. Again, we may not be able to do anything with crops, but given the fact that fishing is still going to be an option, we could also get the eels. Go get stuff from the desert. We could still get some stuff done with fishing. We're probably not going to get a lot. But if we get one of like the legendary fishes, we'll want to probably set that up with a pond. Because you can get one only in winter. You get one in the sewers. Of course, there's the actual legendary fish. The legend fish. There's a handful of other ones out there. I think there's also the junior variants, I think, of each of those legendary fish as well. Surprised my energy bar hasn't gone down further because of how much fishing we're doing. Ooh, might be maxed out on fishing. I might have hit the peak. Gotta stay. This spot's holding on for quite a bit more time than normal. Normally, how long do these normally go? Is it based on time? Is it based on quantity? Because some of these that I've seen, at least in the past, they've only lasted maybe a few minutes. Could also just be the case of the fact of it's closer, we're not having to throw out a line as far. So it's able to recover quicker from each point. Got the chest. Nice. And a piece of coal. And a few pieces of coal. Better. River jelly. Can we get one more smoker? One way to find out. Let's see. Yes. Yes. And yes. 3 smokers. Boom. Jeez. I joined just because of the title. That's valid. No, it's a pretty interesting title. I mean, that's the whole plan. That's the whole game plan. I'm just trying to see if how long it's going to take me to get to that point. So, it may take me a day. It may take me a long. It's going to take a long time. Why do I always run out of this? There we go. Because I don't have any space. Put this over here. Year and season. Currently, we're certainly at year 1, and we are at the end of fall. We are 2 days away. 2 days away from the end of fall. So we have got quite a bit of a journey ahead of us. So, yeah, I'll leave that there for now. And I can't go into the town because they're still setting up the festival. Yeah, I got plenty of time. Yeah, the idea is I'm aiming to get all of the main stuff done. Respect the hustle, though. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, so right now we're only sitting at about maybe 150k at the end of fall. But we have about 6 different resource streams between the artisanal goods, the mushroom boxes, all of the crops, 3 different smokers. We have a lot of ways that we're getting able to get cash. I mean, we also are sitting on, I mean, a plethora of goods here that we're just going to go ahead and sell. We are going to save a good handful, at least so we can get some juice and some wine for the bundles. But we have plenty of resources available at our disposal. So for the time being, because I can't go into town, I'm going to spend the rest of the 2.5 hours left until this party is done getting some more wood. Did I just gonna drop? No, that's the thing. Okay. Let's go ahead and clear this out. Or try to clear this out. I'm stuck in a bush. Alright. Clear off the moss. Clear down the tree. If I run out of energy before the end of season, or the sign off for that, it's going to be very interesting. I may have to reset my energy just before I get into the whole spirit of the season. Also, someone correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure it's 28 days for every season, so we should have one more day before the end. We end up with fall. If we end season, yes, 28. Okay, because I was gonna say if we end up only having the 27, then we're just gonna dump all of our resources now versus later. But since we have the time, we can maximize, get more stuff. Yeah, I think all of winter is going to be probably heavily set on upgrades, because we're going to need to get wiped up at the end of season. Because most of the time what I normally do is I bulk up across the stream time that I have, so like the 2 or 3 hours that I stream. So every 10 days or so, I'm just mass selling everything I have. So all of this gets sold at once. All of these get sold at once. So it just makes it easier, so I'm not having to track all of it at the same time. Plus, it also means I can get everything done probably within like the first couple of days of each new stream. So then I can maximize and get like the barn and the coop upgrades. I can get upgrades for items. All that fun stuff right at the bat. Are you going to be... Oh, rare crow, dang it. Okay. Well, since all of these guys are going to be off doing stuff, I want to grab that golden pumpkin. And I forget how to get through this maze. I'm pretty sure... Not that way. There's a secret path. Yeah, you gotta go around the long way for that. Mind the spiders. There's a secret little spot here. Through the pathway back door. Grab this. Golden pumpkin. Lovely. Secret shortcut back. Nice. Okay. I don't think there's anything else we need to do. But you're the haunted maze yet? It's quite spooky. Yeah, I did, and I came out of it just fine. Thank you for asking. There's nothing really. I can't buy anything because I don't have any money yet. Not at the moment, at least. But there's not much that's really good, though. I mean, the rare could be nice, but we got a couple years. I mean, the official end of the game is when we get the community center taken care of. We have the 2 end game chunks of story to do, and we have the it's valuable as another purpose. And then we have the instance of what happens with Grandpa. So, okay. That is perfect timing for this. Angler. So we now have maximized potential with all of our fish. Alright, final haul of crops. Let's put this here. Let that sit for only a moment. Because we are going to sell all of this first. And then it goes from 25 to 50% increase on sales. That could be extremely good output for today. Put this in there. Good morning to you. Oh, stuck in the grass. So much grass. I forget how much that stays with season change. If anything, they're not going to go anywhere because they have the heater now. I just got to remember the fact of, yes, we'll have the door shut, but they'll still need to be fed. That's one thing I liked about between the spring through fall seasons, purely because of the fact of they can just have the door opened. But the problem is whenever we have to deal with any kind of rainstorms, they still have to go in and get fed. But that's also just the good responsibility of a normal homeowner. Alright. Well, not really a homeowner, more of a farmer. Alright, let's see if we can't get any... Let's see if we can't get any potions from this. Only 2. Alright. Still something. Community center bundles looking. As of right now, they're looking pretty good. We are down to the greenhouse, the bridge repair, the boulder, and the bulletin board. Bulletin board has a lot of the the higher end stuff. So we're down to the quality crops with this. We unfortunately didn't get lucky with the gold quality parsnips or the pumpkins, so we have to wait till season 2 for that. Or year 2 at least. With the artisan bundle, we're down to 3 possible spots. We can get with a jelly, we can get the other 2, specifically from, I think we can get, once we get sheep and goats, we'll get those taken care of. And we just need, yeah, sheep, goats, and ducks. So we'll have that one taken care of. So we'll have the greenhouse all... I'm hoping we get the greenhouse done by the end of winter. Figure how long it takes us to get the the coop and the barn upgraded. And then, let's see. We're down to the winter foraging bundle for the bridge repair. So all the winter stuff can easily get picked up. We have just the puffer fish. That is it. The specialty fish. So we're hoping to gamble on either it's going to be picked up in the desert or we have to worry about picking it up on the roaming cart, which still could happen, but that's a possibility. All right, let's do this. Because corn gives us juice. We don't need that. We're going to put this in the bundle, so we don't need a ton of these. We do need hops. Looks good, especially if you see that cash. Yeah. We also need at least one of these for Pam for the ale. Tomatoes. Pretty sure we get tomato juice from this. Tons of blackberries. Or after it, I meant. Yeah, that's fair. Alright. If anything, we'll at least leave one of each. So if we get juice or wine, we'll make use of it either way. So we still have a lot of stuff to do with the community bundle. That, honestly, in my opinion, takes the longest to get done. Just because you have to get so many late game upgrades. Not saying it's impossible, it's just going to be a little bit tedious because you have to get so much everything else. Why did I pick up the last one? Alright. Oh boy. I've also been stockpiling a lot of crops over the course of like the 3 seasons. So this could be heavy bank. Mayo machine. Tons of mayo. See if it's to process in winter. Yes. We'll have the mushroom boxes make use of. If we get the... Once we get the greenhouse, I'm going to take what we have in the course of all the seeds that I have in here that I've been stockpiling. And then I'm just going to make... I'm also going to try to probably make use of the trees. If I can get those, I can get all year round fruit. So I can make use of that. As of all of this. I should probably put at least one of these in there. Yeah, so eventually I can turn all of these into wines, and I can start aging those when I get to that point. But I also need to get my house upgraded. There's still so much stuff to do. Put a couple of these in there. Did I not? Did I? What? I swear I put that in there. Let's see. Gotta get rid of you. Keep at least one of each of those. Again, you never know when you're not going to need at least one. It's usually a good rule of thumb as well. It's like if you need at least one of each type, just on the chance it comes up later. And now we check what's left of the smoker setup down south. Because there's some crab pots to take apart. I'll take apart more, see what else we can get from them. Let's see. There we go. Not too much. Ooh, that's good. We need this. I forgot that's going to be a random drop in there. Refined quartz. Nice. It's very good to see those. Could drop it off at the bundle. And then we just have... Let's see. Yeah, we can, if we get a fruit, goat cheese, and the jelly, we will have completed the artisan bundle for that. And all we have to worry about is the quality crops and the animals. So yeah, if anything, we'll be finishing up the greenhouse by spring of year 2. So we'll see where that gets us. I'm gonna put this down here so I don't sell it by accident. Let's put this in there. Did I already run out of space? No, I just used the 2. Okay. Alright. Put these away. Go sell it. Go sell it. Go put it in the bundle. And let me think. I think as I think I'm gonna be good on doing the rest of the day because there's still quite bit of stuff to process when it comes to... what am my brain's trying to tell me a lot of things and I can't see it. I think for now, we're going to be good on getting more supplies. So let's just go ahead and put this into the bundle and we'll just call it a day. We'll close out for the day. We'll see where we're at on the standings, and then we'll prep ourselves for winter on the next stream. So we'll see where that gets us. Because normally at the end of each stream, I bank between 20 to 30k. So if we played our cards right, we should have more than enough and plenty of supplies for upgrades. We can start getting investments in some other animals. We can get the animal bundle all prepped and cleared out by the end of the day. So let me go ahead and call it out early. Let's see the end of season haul. So that's a lot. That is a lot. Well, thanks for streaming and sharing. Sounds like the stream is done for you. Have a great evening. Thank you for standing by. Glad you enjoyed. But that is a lot of money. A lot of stuff planned for winter. So. Oh. Emily. Nice to see you this morning. So you're doing well. The farm looks great. Thanks. So you've been here a while. I'm sure you acquired some cloth by now. Well, did you know that you can use cloth to tailor all kinds of clothes? All you need is access to a sewing machine. And I happen to have one at home. Feel free to swing by and use it anytime. Awesome! To start tailoring, you'll need a piece of cloth and a secondary item. Experiment and see what unique styles are out there. Cool! But, with that in mind, and that all squared away, we're at 250,000. Not too shabby by the end of the fall season. That's a pretty big jump, all things considered. But until then, we're gonna go ahead and close out today because we have finished out the fall season. We've got ourselves all squared away for what's going to be a long winter season for us. But until then, hope you guys enjoyed. Have a great night. Have a great weekend. Be safe during this coming week coming up to, 4th of July. But I'll see you guys again on Thursday. Remember, guys, the Void's always willing to listen to those who want to be heard. I'm willing to hear you. I'm willing to listen. Have a great night. I love you. And I'll see you next time.